Now we're back to talking about real intimacy. And what I'm going to ask you to do today is some serious self examination, looking for something that resides within every one of us. And it's what I call your bad spirit, the bad spirit that resides within every one of us. So, what do I mean by bad spirit? We talked about myths, right? You remember we went through the myth busting, which I said I love so much, when we can blow up things that people have been laboring under for so long. That's one way you can really poison your relationship, but there are other ways you can do it. Today, I'm talking about one of the biggest ways you can ruin a relationship, and that is when something I call your bad spirit takes over. Now, first off, let me tell you what brings out what I call your bad spirit in a relationship. Everything you do with somebody you care about is magnified. The gravity is increased. The power of those interactions take on a whole different moment to them. They take on so much more leverage to get you feeling one way or another than they do with somebody you're not emotionally involved with, someone you're not intimately involved with. Why? Because you care what this person thinks. If your partner criticizes you, if your partner rejects you, if your partner's not interested in you, that matters a whole lot more than if the clerk down at the grocery store rejects you, right? You don't care so much what they think because you don't have a lot invested in that person. You haven't told yourself, I need this person's acceptance, this person's approval. You never stood in the line down at the Piggly Wiggly and looked at the clerk and said, you complete me. That's what you hear in the movies, but that's not what you say in the grocery store line. That's what you say about the person that you have convinced yourself you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So when that person starts taking your inventory, when that person finds something wrong with you, when that person starts getting critical, when that person has issues, that really matters to you because you have so much invested in their acceptance and approval. And they have so much invested in your acceptance and approval of them. So, what are the characteristics of the bad spirit? Well, a bad spirit is immature. A bad spirit has a low emotional age. They don't function at a mature adult to adult level. They have an emotional age that is much younger, like teenage, emotional age of 14, 15, 16. And what does that mean? One thing you can say about teenagers is they want what they want when they want it, and they want it right now. They're not much on delayed gratification. They're all about immediate gratification. They want the things that they want right now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to work. They don't want to defer. They want everything right now. They're selfish. Your bad spirit can be very controlling, my way or the highway. They're power seeking. The bad spirit can be immature, selfish, controlling, and power seeking. And then there are some other characteristics that I'm going to talk about with much greater specificity. Now, it's not much fun to take a look at yourself along these lines, but it's like I've said before, you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. And if your relationship isn't everything that you want it to be, then you've got to be willing to take a look and ask yourself, what can I change about me to inspire something different in this relationship? I'm not asking you to figure out how to fix your partner. The reason I'm not is because you can't do that. You can't fix your partner. Only your partner can fix your partner, and only you can fix you. So we'll talk about how you interact with your partner later on, but right now, I want you to ask yourself if your bad spirit is invading your relationship and making it impossible for your partner to feel free, safe, spontaneous, and uninhibited around you. Now, the number one characteristic that your bad spirit is going to show in a relationship is being a scorekeeper. Being a scorekeeper. Now, what do I mean by that? Look, I've talked about this before. You don't want to be competitive in your relationship. And I need to distinguish this for you. People that are in a relationship that is fun and spontaneous, they often banter back and forth. They'll tease each other. he'll gig her a little bit and she'll gig him a little bit. They just go back and forth with that. And it just seems like they're trying to kind of stay sharp with each other. But there's a difference between teasing somebody and being mean-spirited. When you're a scorekeeper, it's like everything is tit for tat. If I do A, you owe me B. I always cringe when I hear a couple say, I picked the kids up last night, so it's your turn tonight. You went out to the gym last night, so tonight's my night. I get to do something. That's scorekeeping. When you start keeping score, that means there's going to be a winner and a loser. And you've heard me talk about winners and losers before. Crush the Lions, kill the other team, smash the opponents. You don't want to do that because you're talking about the person you love. You don't want your partner to be a loser in competition with you. You want both of you to be winners. You want to put every relationship you have on a win-win basis, not a win-lose basis, a win-win basis. So when you get competitive and it gets into real competition between partners because you're scorekeeping, it's really tit for tat. That's bad news. That's your bad spirit taking over. Look, true intimacy is not a game. True intimacy is marked by acceptance, selflessness, giving, support, not entitlement, not what you owe me. And when I see couples that are in this scorekeeping tit for tat sort of thing, you know what I see? I see people that don't want to accept a gift from their partner because they know with that gift comes obligation. It's like, no, I don't want you to be okay with me going to the gym tonight because I know that's going to cost me. I don't want you being all understanding about me getting home late from work because I know that's going to be very expensive for me because I know you're a scorekeeper and you're going to hold that over my head forevermore. So you see couples that are really scorekeepers where one or the other is afraid to accept a gift, afraid to accept an accommodation from their partner because they don't want the obligation. I don't want to owe you. No, sir. Don't want to do it. Don't want it. Just, no, thank you. Because they know there's a price and they don't want to pay it. They get really afraid for that to happen. So in short, competitiveness between partners is an ill wind that can blow through an otherwise healthy relationship. You want to stay away from that.